Hello everybody! How are things? We have a very, very exciting race coming up here. We have Akisto on the left hand side and we have FURiOUS on the right. Just to point out quickly, for any of our Brazilian watchers, there's actually a Brazilian Restream for Team Brazil. That's Speedruns Brazil. That's with an S, that's the proper spelling, not the English spelling. But yeah, this is definitely one I've been looking forward to among other people because, well, we've been talking a lot about routes recently. Well, it's about to get even spicier with routes because Akisto very much has his own route tailored to his needs. Definitely a lot of advantages to going for that. You know, he defends it pretty well, I think. Things like early Forest, Vanilla Doom 3. Just a couple of levels. I actually think it's quite an interesting route. But yeah, it looks like we're going to get started pretty soon here. Alrighty, so good luck to both our runners. Akisto, a very, very top runner. Currently our 6th seed in this tourney. I believe in 5th place on the leaderboards. Actually, I need to check. That might have even went down to 6th. I'm not sure. I mean, regardless, he's an absolutely amazing player. Top runner. Should be feared. Oh my word, he's actually in 7th at the moment. And I mean, obviously, that's still absolutely amazing, absolutely mind-blowing. But we have seen a couple of PBs in the last couple of days. Yeah, 4 PBs in the last 2 weeks above Akisto at the moment, which was unthinkable just a month ago. Absolutely incredible. Hopefully there won't be too much to say on World 1. Usually, if World 1 gets interesting, it's because someone's probably died, or maybe because they get a shell jump. So you've definitely got that to look out for on Akisto's side. Maybe we'll see an attempt from FURiOUS, I'm not too sure. But if we do, that'll be coming up in YI4. Okay, we've got YI4. Akisto passing up on the shell jump. FURiOUS going for it and getting very close. Akisto spin jumping on the shell. Definitely better to do that than carry it with you or even leave it. It can cause a little bit of lag. You'll notice that a lot more though if someone takes the shell into the water with them or decides to kick it after making that jump. So folks, just gotta remind you all that I actually have somewhere to be in about 5 or 10 minutes. So we're gonna do a quick switch up of the commentators, but I'm gonna be back, don't you worry about it. I wouldn't miss this race for anything except, the things I'm busy for. So yeah, we're gonna be switching in Matthew for a little bit. Again, good luck to both the runners. I'm rooting for you, Team Brazil. Had a lot of very close matches, so maybe today will be your day. But going up against Akisto, very tough, very good runner. Also, it sort of looks like both Fire Marios are firing fireballs at each other. But yeah, guys, we will be right back. Well, I will. Hello, Matthew.
Hello, is this on?
Yeah, it sounds pretty on to me. Okay, so I will see you guys soon.
Alright, now time for the run to begin. World 1 is very inconsequential. At least if you don't die. Alright, so I forgot how Akisto rat works, but it's interesting. So basically, it's gonna do a lot more levels through his pass-through star and special before any of the other routes. It's meant to be a more RTA-friendly route. Actually, is he going for a Akisto route? I have no idea. I wouldn't be surprised. Starting with the key. Akisto had faster flight speed, so he got 362, and FURiOUS got 361. Alright, so both of them going for the exit, the normal exit to this coast house, which will give them the level in, which will give them top secret area access, but, not actually that useful. FURiOUS is not doing the spin fly strat in dry room. Technically, I don't think there's any massive time difference, and Akisto using his P-switch kick. It's supposed to be less RNG. I think that's the goal with a lot of his strats, is to make it a lot less RNG and to be more consistent, even if it is slightly slower. And I think his route is less than 10 seconds slower, so it's not huge, and even with his route he was able to get world record multiple times. So both of them have about the same round so far. It's gonna change soon, I think. So FURiOUS is going for early Ghost House, which allows you to, it's more consistent, the boo rings here, because they're actually the same as they would be in 11 Exit. So if you're used to doing the Ghost House like in 11 Exit, then the early Ghost House will actually make it a lot easier to deal with. So a lot of people have been doing this. Akisto takes that consistency about one step further. Donut Plains 3 is probably still a flyover. There are two things that might get new players: quick P speed and the cement block in midair. But other than that, it's a basic flyover. And then Donut Plains 4, which is less flyover-ish. FURiOUS will get Yoshi, Akisto will not. Of course, if Akisto is doing his route, it might. Maybe not. Oh no. You do get Yoshi, alright. Alright, so just reading over Akisto route. So you're gonna see the routes diverge in a few minutes, but not until a bit into World 3. So both of them are gonna fly low here to grab Yoshi. So they're gonna do a trick. You're gonna do the wings trick in the next world. And clips. Akisto doing a good fly underneath the amazing flying Hammer Brother. FURiOUS flying over Hammer Brother. Don't know if there's any time difference, doesn't seem like it. Just a bit trickier to pull off. So we're gonna see some complicated and complex set of moves called Morton Fly that'll allow you to get up this vertical room very quickly. That includes bringing this spring, which can be quite tough to bring the spring, to get the spring and take off at the same time. And then that, which is probably the hardest part. Very good, 364. So Akisto finishes World 2, FURiOUS right behind him. So now you're gonna see attempt at wings in the next level here. So it requires 2 block dupes. One of the block dupes is gonna dupe over the dragon coin, and then if you collect the block that the dragon coin is on, it'll remove that. It actually spawns a different item, and then you can dupe it right to get wings. So very good, 71. FURiOUS, oh, what is he doing? He stopped the shell that he was supposed to use. So he's gonna do the secret exit, which is interesting, and he's gonna go back to Vanilla Dome 1 to do wings again. So Akisto's gonna do the clip here. Oh! Kicked out. Can be RNG. There is a way to manipulate it to be in your favor, but it's still up to RNG. Well, actually not RNG, it's based on the frame counter and subpixel. And the frame counter is like everything, so hard to tell. FURiOUS actually keys. Doesn't look like he's gonna restart the level. He can because he completed the secret exit. Gonna do it normally. Akisto maybe didn't go for fast red, I think. Going for the standard strat. So this is where the Akisto route begins. FURiOUS is gonna keep Yoshi, as long as you can bring it into Vanilla Dome 2. So now we're gonna see the Akisto route start, hopefully. So he's gonna actually go back to Vanilla Dome 1. FURiOUS did Vanilla Dome 1 secret because of the missed wings. So you're gonna see an actual huge divergence in routes that won't be settled until Castle 7, probably. So it's the biggest route difference. So no red block thing from Akisto. FURiOUS trying clips. Nope. Yoshi's just gone. Don't know what happened there. No yump from FURiOUS. Someone tell me this. How fast do you move in water going right? How many subpixels per frame? Is it 16? Is it 16 subpixels per frame? Someone's gotta know this. FURiOUS getting the nice sticky fly. So he's gonna take bottom route through World 4, and Akisto's gonna take top route. .8 average. So, thank you, TLD. That's actually not useful right now. I was thinking. Miscalculation from my part. But 15.8 average. How fast is it if you do the left righting that tasks do? Is it 16 average? .16 with 1-1. That's what it's called, 1-1. FURiOUS with a good door entry there. So, if you enter the fortress that Akisto entered with Yoshi. You start, it takes, even though that you don't have Yoshi, also no Thwomp Boss, you start 10 pixels, it takes 10 pixels later for you to gain movement, and you start 6 pixels to the left. So that's 96 subpixels, or about 6 frames. So it actually loses 16 frames to bring Yoshi into Vanilla Fortress, which I don't know why you would do that. You never do that in like any category. And also definitely not useful at all. So we get to see Butter Bridge 1 done very soon. Furia is not going for any type of big skip. Is that Blorg skip? Does that count as Blorg skip? I don't actually know what it is. I only know Raft skip and slow. Speaking of slow, there's your long auto scroller that Akisto is experiencing. Still building up a few lives there. Don't want too many sprites or else you might cause those platforms to despawn because they are sprites. Here is a nice one-tile fly. So Furious is getting a Castle 3 done. And Akisto with a nice vine dupe. And it gets replaced. The used block gets replaced by another turn block. Furious with, oh, he's got to get back on there. All is good. All is good. The game is not nice to you. Well, I don't know what you did to the game for it to not like you. Furious getting the cycle skip there. Doesn't do what you want? Well, maybe you're asking it for too much. You need to sit down and have a nice conversation with the game. Doesn't jump. I don't know if that's a game issue. Might be a bad controller. Especially if it's kind of worn out. Furious completed Castle 3. Meanwhile, Akisto is about to start Castle 4. Except Akisto isn't like massively ahead or anything. They're using completely different routes. I've seen a lot of people doing the fire strat in this room. It's the fire strat's very safe, and I guess if you lose it, you get to keep cape. Although there is a cape at the bottom of this room, so I don't see why it'd be more risky. I don't know. I don't know why everything's all busted. Furious doing a very pulling off the hard strat in Cheese Bridge area. Not going for CMBK, I can't believe it. Ditch Yoshi, so you can't go for CMBK. Akisto on his way to World 5. So normally, in the other standard routes, you're gonna be entering World 5 after Special World, so you're gonna get a lot of weird things changed, like the shells. Some of the red Koopas will be blue, but here, Akisto enters World 5 pretty much, well before Special World. So it's gonna be a little bit different what you're seeing here. Including the secret exit done, no, not first. Kinda trick people. And he got really fast wings, that's really nice. Those are some good wings. So he does have Blue Yoshi, which is almost as good as not Blue Yoshi. I wonder if he still ditches Yoshi here. Oh, first try clip. Did he even do the subpixel manipulation? I can't hear, so maybe he did. And he does drop Yoshi. So it's gonna be a more typical route through World 5, I think. Is it so? Yes. Very interesting. Very interesting, the strats. FURiOUS swimming under Soda Lake can be a hard level if you don't swim under it. But it's also pretty easy to bonk and lose a little bit of time. Although there is an intentional bonk that you have to do about here. That way you can get this Torpedo Ted. Yeah, so you saw him do a little left right. That Torpedo Ted will shoot left. If he shoots right, it can get in your way and you can get hit easily. FURiOUS not swimming at the bottom. He's not scared. Doing another left right, so they all go left. Which is good. So now he'll be entering Star World. Akisto is doing Early Forest, also known as Akisto route. A classic. Or he's actually doing standard route and he's very fast. He's already back in the forest in 25 minutes. I would not hate to do Akisto route one time. Just to see how it is. Because it is a very weird, unconventional route. It does also mean that things like clips are only about 25 minutes into the run instead of like 50. So there's probably a document for it. There's a bunch of strats that are easier, but in total his route is a lot more RTA focused. You get clips out of the way in 26 minutes instead of usually like 50 or 55. So if you're going for the best runs like he is, you can reset a lot quicker in case things don't go your way. There's also a few levels that change. So for example, Raft Skip in Vanilla Dome 3 doesn't need to do it anymore because there's a blue shell instead of a red shell, so you can just blue shell and fly that section. Let me see if the wiki page says anything special about it. Yeah, it gets about a lot of the luck-based elements out of the way, and it's barely slower, like just a couple seconds over the typical route. FURiOUS with a nice right zip. Oh, second zip, pretty well. First, the big, huge zip, very well. So pretty. That's a good zips. 260. I decided to create my own route not too long ago. Actually, a long time ago. And, it's about minutes slower. Ooh, nice 91 zips for FURiOUS. MGL route, it's, I had it written down here somewhere. It's very bad. I think you take 3 passes through Star World, which is totally unnecessary and especially slow. Here it is. Let's check it out. So you actually start off very nicely with Yellow Switch Palace. I think the goal of this route was to complete all the switches as quickly as possible, but Red Switch is done so late in the run. So you do all of World 1 to begin with, and then you do World 2 up to Green Switch Palace, then you complete the secret, then you actually go to Star World, and then you complete the secret exits of all the Star Worlds, and then come back to where you were, and then continue through DP2 through World 2, and then you take the left route and the top route through Worlds 3 and 4, and then you go through, you do both clips, then you go through Roy, and then you go as quickly as possible through World 6, and then you do Bowser up to Valley of Bowser up to Star World, and then you do the normal exits in Star World, and then you do special, and then you finish World 2, World 3, World 4, World 5, World 6, World 7, and then Bowser. So it's supposedly minutes slower. Which is kind of crazy. So FURiOUS is entering Star World. Akisto very well in the fortress. That's a quick kill. Waiting a little on that last one. FURiOUS not going for groovy wings. No, these aren't groovy wings, gnarly wings. But why would he do that? I don't know. Didn't even bounce on the Lakitu. Lakitu threw a spiny just at the right time to keep his life. Oh, FURiOUS fails tubular wings there. So he's gonna have to take the Blue Yoshi and do some big time flying. Oh, lot of extended sprites. Makes it through nicely. So Akisto coming out of World 5 to do Roy now. Very fun. Royfly can be tricky. Oh, Furious. Losing Yoshi. No, Yoshi, come back. Oh, he's dead. Can't believe it. So he's gonna have to fly through this section, which can be quite a pain. Now he loses the cape. And he loses the fire flower. It's falling apart here. Oh, poor hitboxes. So Furious thinking. He's thinking, what's the next move? Where do I get the stuff back? Probably gonna have to go back to Star World for Cape and Yoshi. Akisto's finished with World 5. Talk about sub-hour Roy. We're talking about sub 35-minute Roy here. Right, so Akisto's starting World 6. Furious reclaiming Yoshi and Cape. Gonna get another big effort at awesome. So strat here, you're gonna see Akisto use the pipe fly to fly really fast through the rest of this level. Furious at the early awesome flower grab. Oh, he's going for arc. Is that why he lost it last time? I don't remember, but misses arc. Misses the double tongue. Needs to build up P speed here. But all the Rexes are coming back, which is kind of annoying. He's gonna run it. He's gonna get the... Oh boy, the good old star strats. Gonna recollect Cape. So we can get through this stage. Invisible pipe in midair. Not very fun. He makes it through though, and Akisto is finished with the ghost house. Good door fly. Furious. Looks like he's gonna go for GBK. Fails to get the tongue out. Or fails to spit the shell out, actually. So he's gonna wait for Cape here. And do it normally. But he doesn't have a shell to fly with, so he's actually gonna have to go through this section manually. Which can be quite tough if you haven't practiced it. Furious having to do a lot of these backup strats. Now this part can be especially tough, but he does it well anyway. He's still using his chocolate secret strat, from the looks of it. Furious with the slow Mondo. F from Furious. That was not a particularly great special world. Hopefully everything else can be better. So Akisto's gonna have to wait here at the pipe. Wait down the timer so that he can get the normal exit. Oh, FURiOUS. Oh no! Falls directly in the hole. He's gonna go through capeless, although there are enough power-up blocks ahead that he can probably cape back. Oh no. Gets hit again. Those yellow Koopas are a lot faster than the normal Koopas. So Akisto getting the most important exit right back to where he came from. FURiOUS is super player. Akisto is not quite super player yet. Or at least he's got to go through a lot before that can happen. So we're going to see another opportunity for a Yump coming up at Yellow Switch Palace for FURiOUS. Oh, Yump from FURiOUS. Showing us Mario's backside. How inappropriate. So now at this point, it's basically cleanup time for FURiOUS. At least in Worlds 2, 3, and 4. Basically just gonna get all the exits he didn't get on the first pass. There's also going to be a little bit of a cleanup from Akisto, but it works a little bit differently. We'll see when that happens. Akisto actually with a really nice strat when he hits the P-switch. Eating 2 of the Spinies so that he doesn't get knocked off Yoshi. Allows for some quick passing through. So Akisto, I think, failed to get Crusher Skip. Yeah, he fell into the pit right before the crusher. So, he had to wait a cycle there. Taking the rest of it pretty fast, though. That's a good strat, just saw. I might incorporate that in my runs. So spin fly throughout the stage. FURiOUS in the Riddle Donut Plains 2 auto scroller. So he's gonna try to keep flight here, keep flight meter. Or I guess keep P-speed so that when he gets into that pipe, he can jump right out and get flying. I think he thought he missed it, but there's actually quite a big window. You get about 70 frames of flight, and you only need like 30. So you have 40 frames from when you take off to actually get into the pipe. And he kind of rubbed up against it, so I think he thought that he didn't have it, but he did. So when he ran off, he went to flight mode. No jump though. So now we can see that can dispel the notion once and for all. Mario actually only holds the P switch with one hand. Akisto now going very early into the Sun Ghost trip. So Akisto's in the vertical section and the orb is coming up. Nice orb from Akisto. FURiOUS unfortunately loses his, I think, one cape, but there's plenty more capes. I think there's like 2 in this level. If he ever wanted another backup cape. Looks like he's just gonna go through. Akisto going for the door fly technique in the ghost house. Very beautiful. And nice slide into the keyhole. Key in the keyhole. So he's gonna do Castle 7 now, which I assume is part of his strat. It would almost have to be. So, scrolling here. It's gonna scroll back here. It's all to manipulate Magic Koopa. Very good Castle 7. Magic Koopa not in his way at all. And no door flight. Good kill. So now Akisto's gonna do a little bit more of a... How much of World 7 does he do? Let me look at the route. Almost all of it. It's actually interesting. So this is the point in the run where Akisto finally reaches Star World. That's in a few levels. So this is the time, finally, that Akisto will enter Star World. And, how much of Star World does he do? Barely any, actually. So this is actually a different play than the usual strat. I think this means he's gonna go Yellow Yoshi. He's gonna do Yellow Yassi-chan if he does this route. The other standard-ish route without Yellow Yassi-chan means that he will just enter... He would have entered Special World directly after Star World 5. But he's gonna do... all of Star World. He's gonna do the secret exit here first, and then the normal exit here. And Star World 1 normal, and then back to Star World 5 secret. So we will be seeing a Yellow Yassi-chan. I Everyone's favorite. Alright, so now FURiOUS is in Castle 4. Akisto was there like 20 minutes ago. What's he doing? That crazy man. FURiOUS being so behind. But the routes will not actually converge until Valley of Azure 2 Secret. FURiOUS didn't have a fire flower, so he's doing the regular cape strat, and he actually cape canceled into one of the Podoboos, and there's a chance he might just fall in the lava and die, which is why a lot of people take the safer route in the races. Pretty good zips from Akisto, 63. So now FURiOUS is going to try to do the cycle skip here to save Ludwig from doing the shell again. Oh wow, just barely off screen. Kill successful. Alright, Akisto's coming for yellow Yassi-chan. Oh, that's an interesting one. That seems like a little bit slower, but more consistent looking almost. And that's a different place to actually feed the Yoshi. Guessing because that also has blue switch enabled. So now on to Star World. And good dupes from Akisto. Oh, he misses the key block. Oh, he has to get up for the key. Uh-oh. This is not good. It's fallen off. It's gonna go through the normal route. Yellow Yassi-chan can be a bit bad in case, so he has to get wings in the next level, or else it is really bad. And he hits all 3 switches there to get up, having to do the normal backup. The reason for getting yellow Yoshi is that it's faster. It saves both overworld time, and it makes... I think all of it comes from overworld time. I don't know if time saved in the levels. Yellow Yoshi makes no difference in the special world levels. But I think the grabbing it in Star World 5 is a little bit slower than grabbing it in Star World 2, except the overworld is much different, and it's faster. Because you can do Star World 1 normal on the way down, which is faster. FURiOUS, I think, got good clips there. Chance for another yump, the final yump chance for FURiOUS. Akisto still has one more. Actually, yeah, one more. No, 2 more. Because he can do green and yellow. And a yump from FURiOUS. Missed arc. Gotta get Yoshi back. Oh no. Good backup though. Good backup there with that Yoshi. Cape pumping. So Kisa's just gonna get the Yoshi here at the start. Oh, he's going for GPK. Got the double tongue. Oh, missed tongue in the blue Yoshi. Missed tongue in the blue shell. Blue Koopa. Using star strats. Ooh. Just makes it a breeze going through everything. It's building up a lot of lives. Whoa, 28 lives. That's a lot of lives. Akisto did not go for new Mondo strat. And I can't believe it. FURiOUS going for second clips. Makes it through first try. Coming on 1 hour here. Super Mario World. Can we tell who's winning? I can say Akisto is probably winning based on performance in the levels. But, not really. Because technically their routes don't converge until basically the final minutes of the run. Because Akisto does a lot of different stuff. Thanks, FICO, for your yobby. And I think Ben should be coming back in a few minutes. Hello, FICO. So Akisto finally super player, over an hour into the run. But now it's just cleanup time. No yum from Akisto. So sad. Akisto with a... No, sorry. FURiOUS with a pretty good fortress. Needs to get fire somewhere if he wants to use fire in Roy, because that'll save a few seconds. Didn't have it for Ludwig. Might just go about skipping that altogether. But who knows. Akisto's on pretty good pace. I can't actually check their splits, because none of them had the comparisons up. Akisto with the very nice strat for the pipe fly. Going for green switch. T-pose, also known as failed jump. That is a lot of capes from Akisto, and FURiOUS does Roy fly well. So FURiOUS is done with World 5 on like 128 or 29 pace, I think. FURiOUS, pretty safe to not go for the suicide door there. Akisto did not go for Dirty Eerie, I'm sad. What? What, Mike? You don't like Dirty Eerie? It's everyone's favorite strat that saves like very little time. So this part, Akisto needs no raft skip. Although it could be faster still. But here, instead of raft skip, there's blue shell. So I guess it is raft skip, because technically you didn't use the raft. Nice one-tile fly from Akisto. FURiOUS on his nice speedrunning break. It's always nice to have that. So Akisto finishes up World 3 pretty well. FURiOUS actually fails to fly over the pipe, so he does a little bit of flying under the pipe. Is FURiOUS ahead? I don't think so. I don't think FURiOUS is ahead. I'll try to see, at least out from Roy, who's on like 129 pace. So let's check. Route coverage on hit 6? Maybe. Right through the block, bad SMW. Wow, good joke. Oh yeah, 20 bonus stars. So one thing that's very interesting about Akisto's route is that the end of the run comes so quickly. It just everything hits you at the end. So Akisto's actually very close to finishing. I think he has something like... Oh boy, he's not even cape pumping. Oh, that's faster! Actually, it's not faster. It's a lot safer. So... we're actually... he's got like 90... he's got 4 exits to go. So the end of the run is coming very quickly for Akisto. Right now. Now is the point that the routes converge. They've just converged now. So Akisto is going to be doing the final 2 levels, final 2 exits, and then Bowser.
Hello. Yeah, so I'm just back from a race that looks like it ended up in a difference of 2 frames. How sick does that get? First place for that match was $200, second place was $50. So, wow. Well, Matthew, thank you very much for the brilliant commentary. Hopefully you'll stick with me for the next couple of minutes. So yeah, I just came back to this rid. My mind is boggled. It's interesting to say the least. Also, Matthew, if you're talking right now, I can't hear you. Orb. So a quick look at what's coming up on the calendar. We have a couple of matches today still to go. A couple of pretty exciting ones. At 5 p.m. Eastern, so you're talking about in 2.5 hours' time, we have Dude versus Xander, and that's a bit of a wild card match. Dude, obviously, absolutely amazing at SMW and everything SMW related, but I think this is going to come down to, has Dude done any preparation for this? If he has, you know, Xander's got his work cut out for him. If not, though, this could be very close. Xander could pull off a bit of an upset here. Should be interesting. After that, we've got Resi versus Resi versus Stu. Another insanely close one, pretty much a coin flip. And then after that, we've got Stan versus Marcelo Matos. So plenty of Hot 96 Exit Championship action. Akisto looking good to be on a 125 pace here. Or maybe 124 even? No, not on my... No, actually, I'm doubting myself. Yeah, I think the 124 is on. Dude, I'm still recovering from that last match, though. Insanely unfortunate.
FURiOUS with a nice door fly strat. So Akisto's about 124.40's pace. I think 124.42 is my bet.
I'm gonna predict that we're gonna see a death in Bowser. And it's just gonna spiral until it's a 140 or something. Nah, my official guess is a 124.50.
That's asking for a lot. It is a nice bet, TNT. I'm betting. I'm doing big bets here.
I think I'm probably getting odds of about 4,000 to 1 on my predictions, so
What are my odds? What are TNT's odds? He says in the 50s. That's gotta be like 1.5 to 1, because he's guessing like 10 different seconds.
Yeah, you're probably not getting very good odds on that.
Mine's a 150 to 1 that he gets a 124.42. Akisto's slide killing.
More like
ball.
shitty force to all castles machine.
You beat Xander, I can't believe it.
What's there not to believe? I'm only saying that because I think Xander's in chat. Hello, Xander.
Now Xander doesn't get the money.
Yeah, Xander being stripped of his $15. Oh my word.
Talk about
like-
a TM being stripped of his
Oh
100
god.
something dollars.
Wait, why did you guess 50? You're misleading me. You ever said that, TNT? Nowhere near 50. Akisto with a very...
No! I was a second off!
That was a late split, that was a 42 anyway.
Oh, it was a 42. Oh, I got it. I win.
Oh, is that what you guessed?
I guessed 42.
Yeah, that was like 42.8 or 0.9 or something.
Yes! I win. Take that, TNT. GG Akisto. He's moving
Big
on.
congrats to Akisto. Akisto actually with a very interesting match coming up after this one. Just filling this time with words while I look it up because I've actually forgotten. But I know it's a good one.
I hope they both use Akisto around.
Why wouldn't they? For this one, let's see. Just filling this time with. Ooh, yeah. As I thought, actually, I didn't want to say it ahead of time just in case I got it wrong. But Akisto will be playing the winner of Dots Are Cool and Tina Hacks.
Oh gosh, the inseparable
spicy.
couple. Super Mario World.
Could get very spicy. Yeah, I mean,
Did-
Akisto just.
Did FURiOUS
terms
just
of
get the
like-
key again? Oh my god, he got the key again.
Got what key?
He got the secret exit.
Oh, I think.
He got the secret exit in Fab 4 twice.
Yeah, I looked away for 1 second. Yeah, so I was keeping track of this match on the side whenever I was commentating the All Castles. And Akisto did seem to be in really good pace until Special World happened. Special was pretty special, that could be said.
A special world happening very late. 97 exit from FURiOUS. Does he get a discount from his time for doing 97 exits?
Special, that could be said.
Special world.
What was the ump count though? That's the most important thing.
I don't remember. Not a lot.
If
I
you
think-
don't remember, yeah,
I
probably
think
not.
maybe 2. I think maybe 2 from FURiOUS. I don't know if Akisto got any.
Wait, 2 from FURiOUS?
Maybe,
we
I
might
don't
have
know.
to reconsider this winner here.
I don't remember. We gotta do a retime.
If you don't remember, yeah,
I
probably
think
not.
maybe 2. I think maybe 2 from FURiOUS. I don't know if Akisto got any.
Wait, 2 from FURiOUS?
98
we might have
exit?
to reconsider this winner here.
I don't remember. Gotta do a retime.
I'm so tired. I only slept like 3 hours last night because I still stayed up to like 5 a.m. with my match really early.
5 p.m. Dode versus Xander.
Yeah, as I've already mentioned, that could be a very interesting one. Bit of a wild card. Xander's variance in runs tends to be pretty huge. You're talking either a 126 or probably like a 135. There doesn't seem to be much of a middle ground for Xander. Either everything goes right or nothing goes right. On the other hand, dude, it's to be seen whether he's feeling nice and oiled up for this run. Not literally, although I don't know.
He's been spending a lot of time doing Kaizo, so I don't know if he's remembered to actually play the game. But in 2016, Dode did 2016 exit, which is 32 96 exit runs back to back, and he finished it in 31 hours with an average run of 125.
Wow, getting a 125 average in that is insane.
I remember there's a clip of him doing the TAS Reznor like 30 hours in.
Cool.
I don't know.
Oh,
It's
next shell jump from
probably
FURiOUS.
somewhere. Trades one of his capes for it.
Getting a 125 average in
He's gotta go for shell jump. No, not shell jump. This is not the place for it. It's gotta go for sandbar.
Cool.
Don't know this.
Next shell jump from FURiOUS.
Trades one of his capes. Oh, just passed it.
It's possible that he attempted it there, but I don't think he did.
No, not shell jump.
I'm not even sure. Like, he seemed pretty far ahead there. They might not have even been able to get it. I'm not sure.
Oh, just passed it.
It's possible that he attempted it there, but I don't think he did. I'm not even sure. Like, he seemed pretty far ahead there. They might not have even been able to get it. I'm not sure. And that's looking pretty official to me. Akisto with 96 exits. Yep, very well done. Congrats on the win.
It's official.
I'm announcing this like I doubted it anyway. Like, obviously, it's probably gonna be fine. And that's looking pretty official to me. Akisto with 96 exits. Yep, very well done. Congrats on the win.
It's official.
I'm announcing this like I doubted it anyway. Like, obviously, it's probably gonna be fine. Actually, that's another difference between the Japanese version and other versions. You don't get a cool little star next to your 96. How sad. And actually, ooh, that's unfortunate for FURiOUS. I believe on the other versions as well, once you surpass 96 exits, the star gets retracted, because it must just be coded. If you have 96, you get a star, not like over 95. I think that's right. I'm not too sure. I'm sure somebody in chat probably knows.
I've never seen Streamlink do this. It's because I updated it. Now it doesn't freeze the stream like it should. I'm angry.
Now we're dual wielding some FURiOUS. Oh, yeah, that wasn't good.
Oh, unfortunate.
Okay, FURiOUS. Oh my word, just about squeezing through there. Okay, grabbing the mushroom makes sense. Got an extra hit. Okay, and FURiOUS is heading on into the Reznor fight. Looking pretty good. Yeah, so it seems like FURiOUS is looking at a 135. And FURiOUS as well has improved quite a bit over the last couple of weeks. I mean, his time was quite a bit down the leaderboards, and then I see a couple of submissions, and I'm like, wow, that is really, really well done. So he had improved by quite a bit recently.
Right, my bet here is 135.40.
Oh yeah, he's capeless. This makes it a bit more interesting, doesn't it?
That's my that is my more uninformed than Akisto bet.
I'll say 42. 35, 42. Oh, also, if either of the runners are wanting to join the call, just let us know. I imagine FURiOUS probably will just head over to the Brazilian Restream. Reminder, folks, again, that is twitch.tv/. What is it? /speedruns Brazil? Yeah, I think that's correct. Note to self: know stuff before you start talking. Always a good rule of thumb. Also, that is Brazil, spelled with an S, the correct way. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, it's just because we're on Speedrunners League. I was like, is it Speedrunners Brazil? Is it Speedruns Brazil? I don't know. But they are such an awesome community.
What if we were on the SMW community channel? Would you have said Super Mario World Brazil?
No. I don't know.
Oh no.
Oh no!
That's gonna
I
toss
wonder
away
if
the 3540.
I wonder if that Mecha Koopa will come back. It didn't look like it was thrown that far off screen.
It'll probably not come back.
Yeah, I'm thinking it probably won't, but it was quite close.
Actually, I don't know how far it needs to be off the screen to despawn, but it probably would have come back by now.
Yeah, it's gone
So,
for sure.
rest in peace.
I know on the left-hand side it falls off. I don't think there are any extra tiles to the left. I think there's maybe one extra tile to the
This
right.
is definitely not 3540. Unless something goes wrong here. One missed toss, but that's pretty good.
That was a really nice first fast hit. That second hit also quite interesting.
135.28.
FURiOUS finishing up. Big GG's. I know sometimes it can walk back. Like, I'm not sure how that happens. But at least a couple of years ago, whenever that was more of a thing, it would come back sometimes. And I'm not sure what determines what direction they walk. I think they might always start walking right. I don't know. But yes, GG's to FURiOUS. Actually, coming up this evening, we have Sten versus Marcelo Matos, and unfortunately, Marcelo is the last one in representing Team Brazil. So definitely rooting for you guys hard. Again, I'm a big fan of the community. You do a lot of good work over there. Always good to see. Okay, but it looks like we'll be finishing up pretty soon here.
Any interviews? No? Okay.
Nah, I think we're passing on that.
Alright
Again, FURiOUS probably heading over to the Brazilian Restream for a bit of an after party. Not the after party they were hoping for, but you know, still a pretty cool run. Some cool stuff in that run. Again, just a quick rundown of the matches later. At 5 PM Eastern, we will have Dude versus Xander. Very, very exciting race. Then after that, we will have Tina versus Dots. Or no, that's on Sunday actually, never mind. Let me just get the calendar up instead of trying to remember it. Rezi versus Stu, and then Sten versus Marcelo Matos. Those are probably going to happen fairly one after the other. So yeah, that's a lot of SMW. Yeah guys, looks like we're wrapping up. Again, big congrats to Akisto, GG to FURiOUS, and we will be back pretty soon. We're looking at about 2 hours at this point. Sure.